Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year, but when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and it's Pollard again. Oh, he faked it with a jump. Now he's got some room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Prescott on first down. And this is caught at the 8. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Prescott, twisting away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pollard diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
Black one, blue check, check pink, check white.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Eagles hit 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Second down and 3. Pollard will take it up the gut.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, 63 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Second down, here's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Well, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons
able to record his 5th sack of the season. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
On the return, this is Turpin. And he returns this to the 22.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Swift going to try up the middle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
73 seconds. Go Silver, ready? 63.
Throwing is Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
First down, Prescott. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Black one, blue, check. Check pink, check white.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hurts.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44,
Hurts.
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 44 yards.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, Prescott again.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Fighting his way through contact. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Now it's second and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to...
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Burt sets up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Eagles 27. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw is Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud. Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On third down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
73. 73. Go Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. Taking it right down Broadway.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On the return, this is Turpin. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Crowd left, get it. Tiger Hornet.
Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This is Smith with a ground. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
And an Eagle first down.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
But first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And they're going to get it. They bring it down a sack back at the 16-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down, Pollard again. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Hey, 73, 70.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they tried to tackle.
Bling, bling, bling. This mad. All right. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. All right. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake.